A very good evening to you. Thank you so much for joining us on this week's edition of Business News. My name is Dianime Uko. This broadcast is reaching you live on Star Times channel 103 and on our social media platforms on Facebook and YouTube. Please do well to join us, follow us, and of course engage on those platforms. As the nationwide protest tagged End Bad Governance hits day 3, Nigerians are still expecting the government to respond to their demands. To this end, President Bola Tinubu will be addressing the nation by 7 a.m. tomorrow. Do well to join us then. On Business News tonight, we will highlight some business activities around Uyo Metropolis during the protests, the prices of commodities that have continued to soar, leading to agitations and calling on the government to address them, as well as other issues affecting the well-being of Nigerians. We shall also bring you other reports that were brought to you during the week. Thank you again for joining us. This and more will form our package for you tonight. Good evening. Let's begin the news this evening from the Hilltop Mansion, where Akwa Ibom State Governor Umoeno has applauded youth of the state for heeding his call to abstain from the nationwide protests. Kelvin Samuel reports that the governor who gave this commendation during the August edition of Government House Covenant Service also announced the monthly support program to cater for 5,000 unemployed youths in the state. The report.
Government House Covenant Service is a platform that brings together all state actors to pray for God's continuous intervention in the affairs of the state. With this edition coming on the heels of the nationwide protest elated by the peaceful disposition of Akwa Ibom youths in the day one of the protests, which has resulted to the peaceful atmosphere witnessed across the state, Governor Eno disclosed plans by his administration to launch a social welfare program that will capture the unemployed youths in the 31 local government areas of the state. He further informed the people of the postponement of the PDP councillorship primaries to Saturday, August 3rd, while chairmanship primaries is shifted to Monday, 5th August 2024.
They did not protest not because the police stopped them, but because God spoke to them. And we are extremely, extremely grateful to our youths for understanding that we can dialogue and we can get all what we want. We can work together as a people, and that much as we respect protest, but they understand that hoodlums can hijack this protest and they can cause mayhem. They can destroy lives. I am very proud of them.
Earlier, the guest minister, Reverend Godwin Amawo, in a sermon charges the people to continue to look up to God for divine interventions in the state.
You are being called by God to lead Akwa Ibom out of trouble, out of scarcity, out of violence, out of poverty, into a land of fulfillment. And under your watch, Akwa Ibom citizens shall be people of great possessions.
The service featured choir ministrations and prayers for the state and nation at large. In Uyo, Kelvin Samuel, NTA News.
Away from that, social justice and inclusion in the distribution of gains of development, fostering economic opportunities, investing in education and vocational training, as well as youth participation in decision-making processes, are necessary tools that can help to secure a better future for the youth and help address the feeling of marginalization that often fuel unrest in the southeast region. Comfort Ayim reports that these were the recommendations of key players as solutions to youth restiveness in the zone.
Restiveness among youth is one of the nagging global challenges, making its consequences more worrisome than ever. In a world where the voices of the youth echo with discontent and unrest, a powerful wave of frustration sweeps through the younger generation, demanding to be heard and seen. This picture effectively captures the essence of the challenges and aspiration of the youth in the Southeast region. Stakeholders say dysfunctional education leads to dysfunctionality in every area, which is the basic problem.
Swear that they are not being recognized. Tell them their programs. Well, not only additional program, but how do you implement it? That's the major thing.
Apart from high cost of living, the pressing issues provoking youth unrest in the Southeast borders on release of leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu. The Southeast Governors Forum have resolved to visit President Tinubu to discuss modalities for appropriate interventions of the federal government to secure the release of the IPOB leader.
Pertaining to security and economic integration of the region, and affirmed its desire to put actionable plans on the key issues agreed. The forum also deliberated and resolved to interface with the federal government to secure the release of Nnamdi Kanu.
Meanwhile, the region is about to witness massive economic and energy landscape transformation, as well as job opportunities, with the flag of over 60 billion naira construction of solar PV module assembling plant for Southeast, located in Nkanu West, Enugu State. A federal government capital project aimed at empowering the youth and the people.
Let us set one here again, that we give people around here and in this part of the world employment, put food on their table, which is the main thing our president has been hammering on, to put food on people's table.
Our youth will be engaged economically, 100%. Insecurity will be addressed. It's a huge benefit to Enugu State and Nigeria in general.
In Enugu, Comfort Ayim, NT News.
And coming back home now, some youth from Abak local government area have protested the imposition of a woman to be the next chairmanship candidate of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, in the forthcoming local government elections. John Paul Alumona reports that the youth appealed to the state governor, Umoeno, to intervene to help the party win future elections in Abak local government area.
The youths of Abak carrying placards with various inscriptions which read, "We don't want female chairman in Abak. Medium Abak elders should be allowed to choose their preferred candidate, among others. Insist that they want to continue to enjoy peace in Abak and wouldn't want anyone to impose unpopular candidates on them." They noted that since the next council chairmanship position has been zoned to Medium Abak, the elders and stakeholders of the party in the clan supposed to sit down and select a trustworthy candidate, not someone who is unknown to them.
This woman, she did not have anything like voter's card. She did not from this our clan meeting. We wondering why whoever should come and choose this woman to be our next local government chairman. Even if a woman will rule this council, now our elders will sit down for one table and sit for a round table and discuss. Choose a better person.
We came out from Abak, both medium youth and Abak youth. If they choose woman to be here, that means Abak will no longer be Abak again, because we know what Abak can do. We know we from Abak, we ourselves, we know ourselves. So let the governor help us and give us a man who will lead us.
Others explained that they are calling the attention of the state governor and state party leadership through a peaceful protest to avoid breakdown of law and order when the imposed candidate is sworn in as the chairman of Abak local government area.
Problem that is only one person and sit and bring this woman, say you be the chairman in the Abak. That is why the youth stand up, say no. Now the elders can sit and proceed and say, now this person who must go in. So the youth of Abak is angry. He say, you are not agree. If
It is the hope of Abak youths that the state governor will intervene in the situation to allow a loyal party man from Midim Abak to emerge as the next council chairman of the local government area. From Abak, John Paul Alumona, NTA News.
In the same vein, women of Midim Abak have called on the Akwa Ibom State Governor Umoino to intervene to stop imposition of councillorship candidates on them by a certain man who claims to be the leader of PDP in the ward. Some of the women and Elder Hansen Ikono made the appeal during a peaceful protest in the area. John Paul Alumona reports.
The women of Midim Abak Ward 1 gathered at Midim Abak Health Center with placards with various inscriptions like "Allow us, elect our ward councillorship candidate. We don't want imposition again in Midim Abak," among others, appealing to Governor Umoino and the state leadership of PDP to give them the opportunity to elect their own candidates. While describing the governor as a peace-loving leader, they appealed to him to come to their aid.
Hari kari song mi di memi. Hari edi karab se bom pora song iban. Asisi no iban nidia. Ano iban afong isin. Ano iban akok. Awi ano kurwa. Empower iban. But utago de ke waseme. Utago de ke misio go kem mi di mem. Utago de ke girijam.
And I'm happy because they said the new councillor must be a female. And we are happy to have Regina, Mrs. Regina Inyangeto. Yes. Is the new councillor we are about to have. So I want this opportunity to be given to us for us to choose our new councillor. Also to appeal to our dear governor to please give us the opportunity to choose our own councillor by ourselves.
The vice chairman of Midim Abak Elders Council, Elder Savior Hans Nakpan, lamented that a certain individual has been parading himself as the leader of the party in their ward and imposing candidates on them. He explained that the same man single-handedly dissolved the ward executive without allowing them to complete their tenure, insisting that they must be allowed to complete their tenure like others.
If somebody wants to be a political leader, I think it should be the elders that meet and appoint somebody a political leader. Now, if anything comes to meet him now, it must be one family. The sister went for a supervisor for 2 terms. The late brother went for a term. And if anything comes to the ward now, if it is not that family or a relation, nobody will not accept anything. Now resolved that the person they want to represent them as a councillor in Midim Ward 1 is no other person but Regina Inyangeto.
Mrs. Regina Inyangeto. All women I need. So for today, the women are plead our governor, peace to reign. That they one voice.
The women and elders of Midim Abak Ward 1 are praying that they will be given the opportunity to freely elect their preferred councillorship candidate, Mrs. Regina Inyangeto, during PDP primaries on Saturday, the 3rd August 2024. From Midim Abak, John Paul Alumona, NTA News.
Still talking politics, stakeholders and members of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, in Ward 6 in its local government area have been advised to speak with one voice in order to achieve greatness in the ward. The transition chairman of its local government area, Etetem Onuk, and other stakeholders gave the charge during PDP ward meeting in Uyo. John Paul Alumona reports.
Addressing the party faithful in his house in Uyo, the transition chairman of its local government area, Etetem Onuk, says the meeting became necessary following the need to apologize to some stakeholders who were not part of their previous meetings where they elected their councillorship candidate and appealed to all to embrace peace for the progress of the party in the world. Mr. Onuk explained that the ward and the party need all the stakeholders to speak with one voice in support of their consensus candidate to enable him win the general elections.
At the Congress committee's level, that candidature was accepted. But with an advice, I shall have to come back to the ward, apologize to those who were not at that meeting, explain and present the candidate, which is exactly what we did. And you've seen the spirit that has prevailed here. You see how happy the people are.
The ward chairman of PDP, while presenting the councillorship candidate, Goswell Jeremiah, to the people, advised him to carry everyone along, including those that contested with him.
The meeting that we had today, that we presented our candidate for councillorship candidate, is successful. We've presented it to the entire ward, to the elders of the ward, and everybody have accepted the candidate.
Other stakeholders expressed satisfaction with the process.
I'm okay with the arrangement, the candidate that has emerged, because due process has been followed. So there's no other thing done.
I feel very excited. Why am I saying so is the candidate presented today is the people's candidate, is the people's choice. The candidate was not imposed on us.
Very happy today. As you see, everybody are happy today because we present a very viable, humble, and a representative candidate that will represent Ward 7. Everybody has adopted him. We came out last week ago and everybody voted him.
The Ward 6 Agisek Ward 7 candidate expressed gratitude to the people for electing him and promised to make them proud.
I will not mention names, but you know your role. You know how you've supported me to come this far. I believe God by my side. I will not disgrace anybody. I will not disgrace God. I will not disgrace my name. I will not disgrace my family name.
Itu Ward 6 is recognized as Ward 7 by Akwa Ibom State Electoral Commission, AKISEC. In Uyo, John Paul Alumona, NTA News.
You're watching Business News on NTA Channel 12. We will take a commercial break. When we return, more stories will come your way. Please stay with us.
One passenger, big auntie. Come and enter my bus now.
Hey, conductor, this cough is serious. I beg, you need to go to the hospital.
Hospital?
Doctors say cough symptoms are different in every condition. Some are dry, others are wet, like your own.
God bless you, auntie. I have told this my conductor. The cough has refused to go, and it could be tuberculosis.
Conductor, check am o. Make you dey sure, because who no go, no go, no.
Check that cough for tuberculosis.
Check am o, make you dey sure.
If your cough is more than 2 weeks, it could be tuberculosis. TB test and TB treatment are free. Just call the National TB Hotline on 3340 or dial *3340# for more information. This message is brought to you by the Federal Ministry of Health with support from the American people.
For overall best performance and quality education, Fortune Schools is a school to be. We offer standard and excellent services for your child's intellectual development with a serene learning environment and qualified teachers trained to raise and mold your child in great impact in a competitive world. We have well-equipped laboratories, standard playground, ICT units, computer lab, library, music studio, and well-ventilated classrooms for effective learning of your treasured child. Fortune Schools is a day and boarding school with fantastic facilities and bus services for the comfort of your child. Visit us today at number 16 Odolsoro Street off Atiku Abubakar Way, Uyo. For more inquiries, call 0706 593 8384 or 0703 576 6904. Fortune Schools, excellence through hard work.
One passenger. Big auntie, go enter this bus.
Ha! Oga conductor, this kind cough na serious matter. You suppose go hospital.
Hospital care.
Haba, doctors don talk am say different types of cough dey. Some
own na dry cough, but this your own na wet cough e be.
Big aunty, na God go bless you. I don tire for this my conductor and him cough wey no gree go. E fit even be tuberculosis.
Conductor, go check am o, make you dey sure, because who no go? No go no.
Check that cough for tuberculosis.
Check am o, make you dey sure.
If cough don't worry you past 2 weeks, if it be tuberculosis, TB test and treatment, na free. Just call the National TB Hotline for 3340 or dial *3340# to get better informate. This message now from the Federal Ministry of Health with support from the American people them.
NTA TV College with pedigree of training professionals in broadcasting and other media practitioners has the following courses for the third quarter. 3 weeks online reporting, date 15th July 2024 to 2nd August 2024. Course fee 250,000 naira only. Accommodations inclusive. 2 weeks audio engineering operations and maintenance. Date 15th August 2024 to 16th August 2024. 2 weeks managing the boss and modern office administration. Date 5th August 2024 to 16th August 2024. 2 weeks camera operations. Date 19th August 2024 to 30th August 2024. Cost 200,000 naira only. Accommodations inclusive. Come and broaden your broadcast knowledge with our highly skilled and experienced facilitators. NTA TV College, training you to be what you want to be. For more inquiries, call 080-834343. NTA TV College, just for knowledge and skills.
Water is life. Aqua Cardinale Water provides the highest quality drinking water. Aqua Cardinale Water is owned by the Catholic Diocese of Uyo, produced and packaged by Cadisem Enterprises Nigeria. It is available in 19 liters dispenser jar, 60 cl sachet, 50 cl and 75 cl table water. Visit Aqua Cardinale Water at number 34 Dominic Utuk Avenue, Uyo, Akwa Ibom State. Drink Aqua Cardinale Water. Tested, trusted, certified by NAFDAC and Standard Organization of Nigeria. For inquiries, call 0903-288-2958. Aqua Cardinale Water. Drink pure. Stay healthy.
You're welcome back from that commercial break. Now to the rest of the stories. Socio-economic activities have resumed in parts of Akwa Ibom State following the peace witnessed amidst protests tagged "End to Bad Governance" in other parts of the country. Let's now bring you the report. Businesses in parts of Akwa Ibom State were closed and the roads relatively dry over fears of a possible hijack of the protest against bad governance by hoodlums on August 1. The story is, however, different on the second day as commercial activities have resumed in earnest, with residents going about their daily activities.
Nothing thrives in an environment that there is chaos and unorderliness. When there is peace, everything moves. Even though there is no money, when we have peace, I think we can manage our lives.
In Akwa Ibom State here, there is nothing like that. We go around everywhere, peaceful. There's nothing like, say, fight, quarrel.
Akwa Ibom State is peaceful. As you can see, I'm walking on the road, going for my normal business. We've not seen anything like protests.
Some Nigerians are still expecting the government to respond to the demands of protesters by taking steps that will turn around the economic fortunes of the country.
Government will do a lot because look at the way how we buy fuel now. Now today's fuel is 900 naira a liter. A cup of beans is 500 naira. Cup of rice getting to 400 naira. So government will change things.
The protest to me was important. The citizens needed to express their opinion on how they are being governed. In Akwa Ibom, not much has really taken place, though the streets were deserted yesterday. But as of today, the banks have not opened.
if these demands are met, the cost of commodity will at least reduce in a little percentage, and it will help the poor masses.
There is still a heavy presence of security personnel at strategic locations to forestall any breakdown of law and order across the state. In a related development, more business activities are picking up in and around the Federal Capital Territory as protesters gradually retreat from the city center. Charles Alpha brings us updates from the Beja roundabout in Abuja.
I'm actually standing some distance away from the popular Bega roundabout. If you look up there, that is the Bega roundabout, and there leads to the Wuse markets. And we know that as at yesterday, some protesters who converged here wanted to break the security line to advance into the city center before their activities were repelled by security operatives that were present at the roundabout yesterday. And so today we came to see for ourselves what it looks like. But from our assessment of what has happened here so far, it's been calm, it's been peaceful. Security operatives, the Civil Defense Corps, the military, the police, and all other sister agencies of these security that I've mentioned have been present here in order watching to see if there will be any kind of violent protest. But of course, we haven't seen any gathering at all. But what we can tell you right now is the fact that activities have picked up. Taxi drivers and people who want to move from this particular place to other locations to be able to carry out the activities are all here. We just couldn't do this right now under the bridge because of concerns there, so we had to move out to be able to. But if you are able to look at some of the pictures we captured, you will see so far this place is calm and nothing serious is happening here. No protest is going on here. As a matter of fact, we haven't seen any gathering here, and so far it's been cool and calm, and everything is just fine.
With that story coming to us from the FCT, it's a wrap on Business News Tonight. But before we go, please remember that President Tinubu will tomorrow morning be addressing the nation on issues concerning the economy. Thank you for watching. My name is Dianime Uko. Do have a good night.